There were many ways in which I have improved from my preliminary task to the actual thriller. In our preliminary task, the camera was shaking a lot, so this was a big distraction to the viewers, especially when one of the characters was walking towards the door to leave the room. But in the thriller film, when the camera was following the character who realized he took the wrong bag, the camera was moving steadily and fluid. In the preliminary exercise, we did not use any non-diegetic sound. This made the exercise to be very dull, not attempting to put any type of emotion into the viewers. But in the actual thriller film, we used a lot of non-diegetic sound. This led to the build-up of the viewer's excitement and anxiousness. In the preliminary exercise, the costumes were just things we normally wore to sixth form. But in the thriller film, we wore costumes relative to our characters' roles. For an example, the two businessmen wore a shirt and a formal jacket. This led to the thriller looking more serious and realistic. In the preliminary task, the only prop we used was the magazine which showed the man dancing. But in the thriller, we used 2 phones and 2 bags to make the thriller more realistic. The continuity editing was much better in the thriller film than the preliminary exercise. For an example, in the preliminary exercise, we did an eyeline match which was not very strong at all. This was when the character was walking to the door holding a magazine with a picture of a man dancing. What made it weak is that we could already see the magazine instead of only showing the character looking at the magazine in one scene and then in the next scene the magazine being showed. But on the other hand, the eyeline match in the thriller film, in one scene I clearly showed the businessman looking towards the man with his bag, and in the next scene I showed the man that the businessman was looking at.